Everyone, I am really excited to show you this book that I have been gifted. Lovely Frances sent me this as a present and I wanted to share it with you. Now it is Maria Trolle's book. I think this is her first book, but I'm not entirely sure. It's got beautiful gold, which I'm trying to just show you on the front, and this lovely picture. It is a hardback book, this one. Most of her books are in hardback. I don't know if there's ever a softback version. It's a sort of nice fabric-y binding on the cover here. Now, and here is the back. Now, it's not an English version. I think my husband had a quick look at it and said he thought it was a Dutch version, but we'll see. But we'll have a flip through and have a look and see. So let's get going. So we have lovely black end papers. I know some people aren't keen on black, but I think it looks very elegant. And here we are. Now, I looked up the meaning of Droom Reis and it was dream trip. So I don't quite know what that means, sort of dreams, imagination, I don't know. Journey, that sort of thing. But here is our first page. So we can see we have some cute little creatures and lovely florals, very typical of Maria Trolle. And then here is our first page. So this does tell us that it's 2016 and it's Sweden there. I assume that says Sweden. And this one says it's got NL here, look. So we think it might be a Dutch edition from that, I guess. He also said it looked like Dutch. He lived in Holland for a year, so I guess he knows more than me. So you have some cute little pictures at the beginning. And it says, for my family, I'm assuming, I'm guessing. So some really sweet pictures. And in we go. Now, the paper is very thick. I think you can see how thick it is in the camera there. Very thick. And this is the first picture. Now, I've seen this coloured and it's a beautiful picture. I think the black background really adds to it. And what I'm noticing, it's single-sided. I think most of this book is. I have seen a flip through of it a while ago. I think there are a few exceptions, but we'll see as we go through. So we've got a lovely birdhouse and then a little girl and some critters, lots of birds and really pretty florals in the tree and mushrooms in the tree and some washing hanging up. This is pretty typical of what she tends to put in her pictures, but it's a lot more complex with a lot more black marks, but I don't think that's a problem. I think that's quite nice actually. And here we have one with the black background. Now let's pop it in the middle. She is known for doing some pictures with black backgrounds and I've really enjoyed doing those, but they're a little bit different. I have recently done a video from the Johanna Basford planner just showing you how to do colours for black backgrounds, because it is a little bit different. It might not quite be as you would expect the sorts of colours to use. So, but that'll be a lovely one to do. And here we have a sort of scene, which is an indoor scene. I don't know if I've ever seen her do an indoor scene, but it's interesting. I have a little girl in her bed here and her table and chairs. It's like she's in a little one-room shed with the beam, which is clever. But look out of the window. It looks to be some sort of, you know, is this a monster or is it leaves looking like a monster? You know. And maybe that's her dream. Remember, it was called Dream, so maybe this is all her dream because she's in bed. Don't know. And this is just a more random picture, but very pretty vase and a little cute critter. Another one there, look, lovely. Oh, and there. And this is a butterfly on a flower, so that's quite interesting. Very pretty flowers. This looks like a clover. Oh, yeah, it is like clover flowers. Now here again we have another, this looks very much like the initial picture with our house in the tree, but we don't have a black background this time. It's slightly different. We have a squirrel, the bird is flying, but I really like that too. It's a lot, there's a lot going on, but I rather like that complexity. I don't know why. Maybe today I'm just in the mood for more complex pictures, I don't know. I cut my finger. this morning. I don't know what on. So this is what I mean by there being a few exceptions. This is just goes across the page, but not all the way. And we've got all these little tiny details of leaves and bushes and things on the ground while she's riding on the bird. It's a challenging picture, but I feel it could actually work very well. I think you don't have to colour each little single bit. You could colour these in blocks or something like that. I don't think it, if you just deal with each little bit, I don't think it would necessarily be that challenging. And I love these clouds. I've not seen those clouds before. They look very, very marshmallowy. And this, now look, she's right up in the clouds. And she's got off the bird and is climbing through the clouds. And the cloud has a little bear face, like a fluffy teddy. It's interesting, isn't it? It really is very dreamlike. Ooh, and look, we get, oh, there's a snake. Why does there have to be a snake? And she's having, look, a picnic in the cloud, and there's a cat, and we have other critters. It's interesting, very different, very imaginative. Now, Maria Trolle does illustrate children's books, and I was actually saying to my husband this morning how, although her pictures are slightly childlike and cute, they certainly aren't children's colouring pages. You know, they're certainly for adults. I think because of the size and the detail in them, you know, a child wouldn't be able to deal with this. But look, these look like they're crystals, like quartz or something like that. Houses with the birds around and more clouds in the sky. I do like these clouds. I'm not sure how I'll colour them, but I like them. Oh, look at that. So she's sliding down a rainbow into the sea from the sky. That's how I'm interpreting that anyway. There's 5 sections, but then you could do the edges in sections. So another one, look, that goes across the page. So we have a lovely lady. I think she must, yes, in the sea. She must be a mermaid. Look, here's her tail, and we have our little friend. I wonder if she's got a name. Maybe you might know. Let me know. Maybe Maria puts it on her post. But we've got a lot of seaweed going on. Little tiny cute fish. Look, there's a sea snail, little octopus or squid. I think octopus. And we're under the sea again. So we've got like a seal and all sorts of little critters, and our mermaid and our little girl. Oh, still under the sea. There's a sea snake. Why is there a snake? And a manta ray, I think, octopus. The little girl, I can't see her in this picture, it's just a mermaid. That's okay. And here we have a whale. Look how small she is, and all the fish is sort of heading upwards. Maybe she's going to leave the ocean. Ooh, well, now we're back on land all of a sudden. We have a nice black background picture. It's a sweet little fox, I think. Toadstool and different things. Little house, quite autumnal with its acorns and things. But these are like irises or lilies. Oh, she's on the land, look. Oh, look, she's on the beach-ish, because this is sea, crab, but this is all forest. Very interesting, lots of trees. I like colouring tree trunks. A little critter there. Oh, and she's by Mr. Fox. Is she going to make a fire? Do you think that's what she's doing? She's got flowers or trees. It is almost like a story, isn't it? And here's Mr. Owl. He's in one of the trees. And we have, they're all carrying little lights. Oh, look, so we have a double here. And she's riding the fox. I think I've seen this one coloured a few times. These mushrooms, got a lot of leafy detail in the front here, very pretty trees with sort of different shapes. And then we have little foxes asleep. There's 3 of them, look. And there's a house there, a bird. All sorts of critters in there if you look hard. Oh, it's a poppy with a little tiny one inside that's so cute. Very, very cute. Now we have a river rather than the sea because we've got lilies. And a little house, lovely daughter colour. Do enjoy colouring a doll. Look how small it is. Look, there's a bulrush. These are yellow flags, I assume, because I know Maria likes to draw her flowers realistically. And here she's asleep in a little leaf bed with other critters asleep. Very sweet. Ooh. She's down at the bottom of the stairs. Now, I don't know what that says. Here, Vent Sarken. I'd have to look it up. I don't know if I can read the letters properly because it's quite small and in a sort of curly writing. You could guess if it was English. See, here she's inside, which is very sweet. We've got another indoor one. Look at all the mushrooms hanging up. They're very nice. I've got a lovely fire. And here it says, I think that probably says cookies. It says, I don't know. Anyway, I'll look it up as well at some point. I use Google Translate. I know it's not the most reliable, but it's pretty good. Oh, and these are labelled, look, with what they are. So calendula. I don't know what that means. But these are the Latin names, so you can look them up. Use images on your search engine. Google Images is always good. And you can find some pictures to copy. Oh, I like this shelf. Look, little cat asleep. We've got a lovely jar. Look at the apple. It's all blueberries, I'm guessing, although they're a bit big. I'm not sure. Anyway, bottles. It says sap, jam. What's in English? But that says Padenstollen, Cruden Genuskunde, Frutenstrupen jam. Now that says cookies. I think that's cookies. Biscuit. Oh. 3C. Is that tea? Maybe. Lemonade. And zucca, that'd be sugar, but it's got a flower inside it. And that's such a pretty one. That's a really nice page. I like that. Oh, we've got some lovely blackberries to colour. And lots of other berries. I'm never sure what these are. Are they rowan? Are they hawthorn? I don't know. You can do them whatever colour you want. Little house. It's a nice page. Oh, we've got some lovely trees. All these oak leaves and acorns. Lovely to colour. Little tiny critter. It looks like a fox, but it's too small. And here we have one of these strange magical creatures that we see in some of her other books. Let's get back into the middle so you can see. But I rather like this because there's the opportunity to do a background, but it's quite a small area relatively compared to some pages. So you could do a little bit in there. Oh, we've got a double here. So again, this is looking over where she was flying. It looks similar with all these bushes and things, but she's sitting in the oak tree. Oh, look how cute this is. So it's like an acorn house. So we've got our oak tree here. We've got little details in the house. Got a lot of background here. I would certainly not colour that in pencil. I'd use a pastel for that. Now, I don't know what that says. I'm trying to guess, but I can't. So this is the house and a mermaid. It's clouds. It's sort of a summary of the whole story there, I think. And now look, in her hand, she's got like an acorn and a shell, some sort of gemstone. That looks like a cookie. Hazelnut cookie, maybe? Colouring hands challenge. I have done it before though. And here's our fox. There's a little notice there and a little words there. I have to look that up. There's a watering can and maybe that's some pebbles. I don't know. With lovely flowers. That little cute thing. Little house in that bonsai tree. Oh, we have another house in a tree. It's a slightly smaller scale tree, but it's quite a big squirrel. I'm not sure though those little branches could hold such a big bird, but it's a magical world, so it doesn't matter. Ah, she's hugging. Is that a fox or a dog? I think it's a dog. I don't know. And she's got a wooden background there. So now we've got a little bonsai oak tree, sorry. Under a mushroom. Some nice clovers. It's raining. I like colouring rain because I just use a silver glitter pen and the sparkles. Makes it look much nicer. Oh, there's our cloud. We're having a little picnic, look. We've got cakes. Well, everyone's got cake. Mermaids there in a little bath, look. The bird's got a drink. Lovely little frame of flowers around the bottom. Now we're in the river. So this is a boat. Got lily pads and reeds. And this is interesting, it's quite dark behind here. So that gives you a clue as to what you might want to do with the background. I might do some dark to light blue or something like that, but make it different to the watercolour. Here she is, looking very wistful, but very cute at the same time. Little critter. And some poppies. Now we have a deer, but the deer has trees instead of antlers. It's fun. She's sitting on the head, looks all soft and cosy up there, doesn't it? Now she's on a swing with the florals above. That's very pretty. So lovely big flowers. I like these. And also you've got the little house to do. Oh, she's fishing. So we have her fox friend, I'm sure it's a fox, lilies, and look, there's a little critter here. I don't know what that is, a little water dragon, a frog and fish, but she's trying to catch, she's got a fly on her rod, she's trying to catch fish. Oh my goodness, this is a little bit small. I think I might just colour all these the same colour. So we've got a compass, and look how interesting it is. So we've got NO and O, so east must begin with O in that language, ZO, south must begin with the Z, southwest, west, northwest. And there's Vivi's house, there's the river, the wild, the oak, I'm assuming, Vassengocht. Strand, so that's the beach, the Galvendi Sea, Vulcan beers Vulcan, so this is something to do with the clouds. And that's the Hogebergen. Bergen is mountain, isn't it, I think? Berg means mountain, like iceberg. Have fun looking up all these words. Oh, that's the end. So there we go. So we're going to do a little bit of colouring from the book just to see what it's like. I'm going to do something really simple and straightforward. I thought I might do something from the beginning here. This page has got a lot of simple things. Maybe her here, that one, that would be nice, I think. Just grab a piece of paper. Have we got anything else? No, we start getting quite, I can't wait to do that. But is that the one on the front? Yeah, but we'll do something easy. I'm not actually, I haven't got the best pencils for doing skin tone. I've got my Staedtlers, so maybe, oops, maybe we'll do these instead, because I won't do her, just because I probably could do with my Crayolas or something. So we have 3 butterflies. I'm having a quick look at them and they all look the same, so I shall probably colour them in the same way. I think it will sort of look better anyway. So I'm just turning my pencils through to find the colours that I need. I think I'm going to start with their little bodies and then do their wings. I'm just going to grab my list of colours. There we go. Right, let's make a start. So Staedtler Design Jouney I'm going to use. I'm going to start with this one for their bodies, which is the number 8. I can come in a bit closer for now. There we go. So let's start with the big one so you can see what I'm doing. So number 8 is the grey, and I'm going to put it in where I think there should be some shadow. I'm layering up a little bit so that because it is a sort of shadowy bit, so I want it to be a bit to show up really, and put a bit at the end of each of these little, I want to say feet, and around the edge of the head. Around here, like that. Now it's going to be a little trickier to do that with these smaller ones. But I'm going to do my best because they are little, but we can try. So I'm just going to try and put a layer around the edge, just in the same way. Now these are going down nicely on the paper. Being a slightly harder pencil, sometimes they don't really work. It's got a little bit of tooth, which can sometimes be a little bit helpful. If it's too smooth, it can be a bit slippy and slidey with certain brands of pencil. There we go. And now I'm going to use the light grey, which is the 80. If you're using your Ergos, Staedtler Ergosoft, you'll have these colours if you've got the 36 set. If you don't have if you've got only the 24 set, you only have this grey. So you could just darken with a black. I'm going to go over those dark areas and then just put a little bit in the middle, so that we can see that he's grey, or she's grey, but some bits are slightly darker. There we go. Yeah, you can use black, but you have to be a little bit light with it. You don't want to press too hard, and then it, well, I suppose there's nothing wrong with it being black, to be honest. If you want it black, and if you want it to look grey, you'll have to be a little bit gentler with it. There we go, there's that one. Just going to do the same with the others. Now with this, these lights, we've got a glow around them. Now it could do a sort of background and do this bit really light and this bit lighter, and then it getting darker as you move away from them, which would make sense in some ways. But we've got our little girl at the bottom, and she don't really want her to be completely surrounded in darkness necessarily. It might look a bit odd, so I'm not sure about that. Maybe not do a background. Still thinking. Okay, so there are their bodies. You can darken and darken that up as you see fit. I'm just going to add a few darker strokes in a few places, particularly on these little ones. There we go. Okay, now the wings. I'm not sure what colour to do. It doesn't really matter. Let's I like orange on butterflies, and I like turquoise. We don't have a lot of turquoise, but we do have a lot of orange. So let's go for the orange. Let's start with this one. This is the red, number 2. It always looks very orangey to me, so I'm going to start with that and do these first little shapes. I do want to make them more intense at the bottom near the body, and then lighter to the top, like that. You can just block them in entirely if you would prefer. It is your picture, it's up to you. There we go. Now, if there's any particular picture from the book you'd like to see me do, let me know. I can't promise that I would be able to do it or be able to do it soon. Johanna's new book is coming out. I've been asked to do various things from there as well. So, you know, I've only got limited. At the moment, my time is really limited. So even just getting one video a day is a little bit difficult. So it's, yeah, I'm just trying the best that I can. I would like to do more, but it's just not possible at the minute. For various reasons, but we'll see. I might be able to sort of do some like much shorter videos and then do more, but I know some people prefer longer ones, some people prefer shorter ones, so you know, I can't please everybody, but I have to just really fit in with what I can fit into my schedule really. Right, we're going to go for a slightly lighter orange for the next bit. This is number 24, which is it's called Scarlet Red, but for me, again, quite orangey look. I think it's because the Staedtlers are quite gentle in their colour, so they look a little bit lighter than perhaps the names indicate, but that's okay. I'm wondering whether to ask husband to buy me the 72 Staedtlers for Christmas, but I haven't quite decided yet. I have asked him for a book anyway, not colouring book actually. Now these are interesting. It's a bit like eyes, which I know some butterflies do have eyes on their wings to try and make them look like critters to stop them being eaten, which is quite interesting, I think. I'm just going to sharpen this a little bit so I can get a little bit more colour. There we go. So I really want to make sure it looks a lot darker down here at the bottom. But you might not be so interested in getting that look. There we go. I'm happy with that. There. Yeah, I've got a busy old house today. My one son is at uni this morning and there's a storm coming, so I'm hoping he'll be able to get home, but I'm not sure if the trains will be running. It's raining, but the storm doesn't arrive until after the winds and things don't arrive till after lunch, so we'll see. But he's in his lesson. He's got a 3-hour class, so he's in there for quite a long time, but I've told him I will keep an eye on the train, so he may have to rush. He likes to finish his class, go and have some lunch, and then slowly walk to the station rather than finish his class and rush off and eat a late lunch on the train. I'm switching to number 4, which is the orange for the outside, but I'm again trying to get more down here and then less as I go up towards the edge of the wing. But I told him he may have to just be prepared to leave quickly and get the train if his class finishes on time, because they may cancel a few. There's been a few cancellations already, but not in this part of the country. But the storm hasn't reached us yet, so it all depends on how dangerous the wind is, because it's going to get quite high, and whether anywhere is flooded. He has got the alternative of a bus, to get a bus back, which I will have a look for him in a bit. It's still early yet, but I'll make sure he's got all the information he needs so he can get a bus if necessary. But my husband's home, but he isn't feeling very well, so he's probably not going to be able to go and pick him up unless he really needs to be picked up. But my son will understand. He'll be happy to try and get back on his own. I mean, yeah, they're grown up now. My other son is home. He's working. He's got to hand a presentation in by 5 o'clock today. It's a voice-over presentation, so it's a sort of recorded thing. So he's got to hand that in. He's doing his final edits and things on it. He'll get it done, but he's busying himself, so I need to keep a bit of an eye on him, making sure he's okay and if he needs any help with anything. So yeah, it's a bit busy, but I've already done some chores this morning, done my ironing and sorted out all the washing, which is rather nice. And then I was trying to do something with Facebook and Instagram, but it wasn't working properly, so that was annoying. So I've left that. I don't know whether it's a glitch in their software or whether it's something I've done. So I thought, well, I'll just leave it for a bit, come back to it. I did think maybe I need to reboot my computer and have another go. Basically, I usually schedule posts on Facebook and Instagram together, and it's telling me my Facebook and Instagram accounts aren't linked, so I tell it to link them, and then it says it's linked, and then I try and post and it says it isn't linked. I'm like, ah. Now, as I say, it could be a glitch at their end, but I'm just really not sure if I've done something stupid. Okay, now we have our little holders here. I would have done them in grey, like a metallic silvery colour, but I can't because our bugs are that colour. Oh, I haven't done the eyes. I'm going to do them actually in a darker colour. I'm thinking, let me look, what have I got? Yeah, I think I'm going to use this colour. This is the 29, which is the carmine red. I think a red might work well. Sorry, it doesn't want to show up, does it? Silly thing. Anyway, I give it a sharpen. And I think my light's on the wrong setting, or is it even on? Oh, it is on, sorry. There we go, that might be a better setting. I was fiddling with it earlier because I was taking some photographs, and the light is so poor in here because of the, I don't know if that's really helping. The light is so poor because of the storm coming. It's raining, so there. Yeah, so I was changing the light of the photos. It was also a sort of, I was trying to make a warmer light. There we go. Now let's think about these candle holders and candles. We could do them in black. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use black. Oh yeah, I haven't got all black, have I? Oh, well, I have to use my black Ergosoft because I've lost my black. Of course, you can't buy these open stock. I've got plenty of blacks. This is number 9. I've got a Norris black and a super soft black as well. Now I'm going to try and put a little bit of shine on this, as if it's sort of shiny, painted. Now this one we can't see the candle, which is quite interesting. So I'm just leaving a few gaps to try and make it look like there's some shine in our black paint. So I'm hoping it looks like it makes sense. But they're quite small spaces, so you can't really put in that much. Hopefully it makes sense. There we go. Yeah, I was able to help my niece, which was nice the other day. She's finding referencing quite difficult on her assignments for university, but the referencing system she's using is not the one she's used to using. She used to use Harvard referencing system, which is the one I've always used, and the one her mother's actually doing a master's and she's using that one, but she's using the APA 7th, which is the American Psychological Association's one. And I think I'm going to do the base part as well. I'm going to make this bit really dark, but my son is using it too for his can sort of see it through there, but that's the candle, for his business studies. So he had some useful information about how to use it. I'm going to use this carmine red for the candles, the 29. So I was able to send her a document that he'd been given on how to do it, because she was finding it quite difficult because it was so different to what she'd done before. Now I don't know, this one's got a little stand. I think I'm just going to do that in solid black like I did for the base of this one. Now the candles haven't got flames, but this is the only one where we would be able to see it. Let's just grab a brush. There we go. Let's go to our oranges and yellows and have a little think. I think I'm going to grab, I'm just going to do a little indication of flame, I think. Maybe not in that top one where we can't even see the candle, but I'm going to use this one, which is number 42. It is our light orange, and I'm just going to create a little flame there. And on this one, I'm just going to put a little bit in there and there. That one, as I say, I'm not going to do, but I've just noticed we can see the base. It's really small, so I'm just going to fill that in with black, dark black, like that. Now inside each, I feel it's quite nice to do a darkish yellow colour where it's near to the flame. So I'm going to use the 11, which is the dark sand. No, the sand, sorry, it's not the dark sand, that's a really different colour. Don't use dark sand, use 11. I'm going to put it down quite lightly to start with because I want the flame to show up. Actually, it's quite different to the flame. I think we can put down a fairly dark layer to show our light. Yeah, it's quite interesting how different it is to my day when I was at uni a long time ago. I'm trying to think when I was at uni. I was 1991, I think I started uni. This is number 1, which is yellow. I'm going to use it around here. What I find interesting is there's dots around here as if that bit's darker, whereas I would be tempted to make this bit dark and to fade out a little bit lighter to the edge, but I think I've got an idea. I haven't got all the tools I need in here, but I can get them. So I'm just going to fade that out a bit like that. So try and layer it up near the lamp, and then less there, like that. Yeah, they record their lectures, or my son said they've just started recording his. My other son said all his get recorded, and my nieces get recorded, and then they but you're supposed to attend still, even though they record them. So I don't know whether they broadcast them live or whether they just put them up after or something. I'm not sure how it works. We're going to use a lighter yellow. Just looking at what I've got. This is number 10. This is the light yellow. I don't want the lemon. There's a lemon. I just want the light yellow. I'm going to go all the way to this edge with this one and just mix it into the yellow that I've already done. Trying to make sure that I haven't missed any white areas. I find it quite difficult to see the difference between a yellow and a white. I don't know if it's just me or if that's something that everyone finds tricky. But anyway, I'm just trying to make sure I don't do that, but if I do, it's not the end of the world. I can't see it anyway. I'm going to the opticians on Saturday with my boys to have their new glasses fitted, and I'm going to see whether I can get an appointment because I'm struggling to see. I'm sure my appointment's due in December, so it's not that long away, so I might just be able to get one. Because I get free appointments, I don't know if I can book that early. You know, I've been holding off. I've been needing one. I think I've been needing appointments since the summer, but I suppose I could have just paid. But I get free appointments because my dad has glaucoma, and they give me a free appointment, which is kind. It comes under the NHS. Okay, what I want to do is where we have all this dotting, I want to use a gold pen and just dot it to make it look shiny. So I'm just going to go and get a pen. Right, what I wanted was a gold pen. Now my only gold pen at the moment is this Posca, so I'm going to use this. It's called Gold and it's the PC1MR with the very fine tip, but you can use any gold pen, it doesn't matter. And I'm just going to try and go over the top of every one of the dots. It's not working. There we go. There we go, that's better. Yeah, I just went in and my son wasn't concentrating on his work. So it looks like I'm going to have to not do any more recording today and go and make sure he's working. He's got a deadline that he needs to reach. So this is what's taking up a lot of my time. They're not very self-disciplined. So they asked me if I can keep nudging them and making sure they're getting on with their work, which means that I can't do mine. But, you know, they're more important at the moment. And as I say, I might be able to do some shorter videos, especially with Johanna's new book, because I've had a look at the flip through now, which was very exciting. And although there are some pages with larger elements, there's a lot of smaller pictures which will make nice short videos. So that could be good, little series of, you know, short ones, that sort of thing. But we'll see how it all pans out. I haven't sort of planned it all yet. So we've sort of got Christmas coming as well. She's got that lovely Christmas wreath page. I don't know if you've looked. And I've got other Christmas books as well, so I want to do other Christmassy things with you. But I think it's a bit early to start Christmas, but I don't know, some people, like, as soon as Halloween's over, they want to start doing Christmas. If I do that, I get bored of Christmas. I mean, I don't get bored of Christmas, but Christmas colouring and pictures and things, I think I might wait till December. But we'll see. Just have to wait and see how I feel. And what people want, let me know. The thing is, only a few people comment, so I don't know if I'm doing what the majority of people want, or just the people who comment, you know. But if you don't comment, you've got no chance of getting what you like. It is nice. It's nice just to get comments anyway. Right. Nearly there. There we go. So I think you can see that. And that's the lid. No, just looking at the lid. Let's show the whole thing. There we go. So there they are. Yeah, it's just a little tiny bit. You know what I think I'd like to do as well is to use the gold to go around the edges of their wings. I've just finished a picture where I've gone around a lot of things in gold, and it was so pretty. It was copying somebody else's. It was actually a Rita Berman page, and she'd coloured part of it and done a lot of gold painting. She actually paints gold with a very fine brush. And I had copied her, but using this gold paint pen, not proper paint, because I don't paint. And I was really pleased with how it looked. I'm trying to put it, that's the picture I was trying to schedule on Facebook and Instagram this morning. It wasn't working. But it won't be, you'll see eventually, not for a while yet, because I just put my hand in the wet paint. Not for a while yet, because I've got other things to show you first. Oh, husband is just going downstairs. Must be coffee time. Hope so. I will be making myself one anyway in a minute. Now you could, if you wanted, go around the edges of the little bodies of the little butterflies in the silver. I don't think a gold would quite work, but you don't have to. I'm not going to. I think it's just nice to go around the wings. You could also just do it in white to make them look more thin and delicate. rather than gold, because you know butterflies don't usually have gold outline. It was just something an idea I was carrying through from yesterday, as I said. There we go. Right, I am going to finish that there. Oh, it's very reflective of reflecting the light. But there we go. There is our finished little butterfly. So yes, so a big thank you to Frances for the book. It is adorable. Looking forward to doing some more larger pictures in it, but you know, I just wanted to do a little demo because you know, obviously we've done the flip through, so it's going to be quite a long video anyway. But as I say, let me know if there's any particular ones you want doing, and yeah, I shall leave it there. But thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. It makes such a difference to the channel. Thank you so much, and have a really super rest of your day, and happy colouring.